Hello, everyone. Welcome to another learning adventure on Chong's Choo Choo to Success. This is Chong Miller, your online business mentor. And today I have two special guests that who are here, and we are going to discuss a topic that is very important to every entrepreneur out there, and everyone who is trying to, do something that and needs to stay focused, right? And that is food. What do how do you fuel your body so that you can stay focused and have the energy to do all the things that you want to do? Now, my two guests today are very important for them because I think because they are parents of small children, so they really need the extra energy to keep up with the little ones. So let's start with Kia, introduce yourself, and then we'll go down to Panya.
Hello, New Shutter. My name is Kia. I am a mom, a wife, and a full-time stay-home and four beautiful kids. And I am a full-time digital business. But full-time is not me. Like, I work in 8 hours, but it's like 3-4 hours, depending. I little what to do in the business, so flexible time schedule for me. Yes. And Panya.
Hi. Hello, I'm Pena. I am a mom, a wife. I have three boys, and I'm a family coordinator by profession, and I'm a business owner and a business mentor and a digital business owner. And thank you for having me here today.
Welcome. And of course, Chong Miller here, realtor, online business mentor, and of course, mom of two, wife of an awesome man who has gone away because he doesn't want to get hungry because we're discussing a food topic. And so I'm in Arizona. Kia, where are you at?
Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota
You're in
too.
Minnesota as well? Well,
Yes.
today you outnumber me.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We
Yes.
are.
Awesome. Well, welcome, ladies. So I just want to to I guess share with me, what do you usually eat for, like, if you need a quick energy boost, you know, and feel free to just jump in.
Okay. For me, it will probably be like, something light versus heavy because majority of the time I'm behind the desk. And when I'm not behind the desk, I'm either, on the go with the boys. And if we skip a meal, we tend to like be hungry, by the time it's their playtime versus meal time. So it will be like a quick energy bar or like an apple, because apples are a healthier version of caffeine, right? So that's kind of what I would go for when I'm needing a little energizer, right? It's like an energizer bunny. So that's what I would go for when I'm needing that extra boost of energy.
Okay. Yeah, apple sounds good. Some of them are too sour for me sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of same thing like Panya too, or I bought a lot like apple, banana, food like all around like grape or something. Yeah, it's all really simple like Panya because we both have young kids, kids. It's hard sometimes. Like me like sometimes I just like kids hungry or just get cereal really quick for them to eat. Like hey, let's go. It's time or. I'm a stay-home mom. Like sometimes I like to get some like breakfast for like always important like I get like, hey, let's get some apple or banana or or cereal, some really like light, little thing that I start making like lunch. Then I know it's really sometimes really hard to eat healthy. Like right now, and do my diet with my sister-in-law. We all do and die. So it's coming as springtime. We have big amazing events this spring. But yeah, me and my sister we doing that right now. So it's really hard right now for me when I cook good food to my family and my kids. I'm like, oh my god, I want to eat that so bad, but I had to encourage myself like, okay, No, I had to at least try one bite. And one of my good friends on Facebook, she told me that if you don't want to die, it's really hard, but you do the die for 3 bite, then you can eat anything, but you can just and consider like eat 3 bite for each little thing, and you can actually eat all of them. So I've been trying that for been the past 3 weeks. It's been really amazing because when my daughter, I really want to eat like hot Cheetos, like spicy something, right? And my daughter called me. I told her like, okay, remind mom, mommy only eat 3 bite because that is my die. And she was like, Mom, you ever eat two? Okay, last one. And I'm like, okay, last one. And I want more, but I was like, no. I look at myself and I encourage myself, like, okay, no. That was something like not like punish myself, but I felt like that was the way I need to be healthy. It's really hard. It's habit, like something that you never try to be healthy. So I try been doing that lately now. I feel it more much better now, and you guys will try that too, because my good friend, she tell me that. And I never know. I'm like, oh my goodness, 3 bite for every single thing that you can eat the whole thing, but you just only take 3 bite, not just like big bite, it's just like a normal bite that you eat. So that was amazing. So I want to share this to all you guys too. But yeah, we have I do have small kids. That's how we energize, like give more energy. And I do love coffee so much, and that it's helped me to enjoy a lot of water. Water is really helping me at well too, because and tea. I am a person love tea. I can drinking tea like every single day. I mean, even at nighttime, I'm still have my tea on. So it's really important for tea or water. Yeah. So that's all I want to share to you guys.
Well, thank you so much. I think I'm gonna take you up on that 3 bites thing because I overindulge, especially when I cook, because I I when I cook, I really like my cooking. I don't know why. Because I'm cooking. That's why. So how I learned is that growing up, during my era, we would wake ourselves up and we take ourselves to school, right? So we wake ourselves up, we dress ourselves, we cook breakfast for ourselves, and then we go to school on our own. We don't wait for parents to wake us up and tell us to get up and go to school. So I have to tell you something funny because I would wake up and I think this was elementary school, so I was about 8 or 9. So I wake up, I get dressed, and I decided that I wanted to have you know, uh, bamboo peppers, right? So
Mhm.
I put some bamboo and I put peppers in there and I put garlic in there and I smashed it all up and I ate it with my rice for breakfast. Then I went to school and that whole day everybody thought I smelled really weird because I smelled like garlic all day. But it's what happens when you feed kids, right? So, but
Mhm.
after that, I learned how to cook only the things that I know I love to eat. So that's why I eat a lot of my cooking, is because I only cook what I like to eat.
Yeah, that's probably right too. Because we,
But,
my husband, he's opposite, right? Because if he ends up cooking, he refuses to eat his food sometimes. So it's like it's okay, I'll eat for you. So that's kind of what I kind of. So recently, yes, I'm the same thing with you, Kia, where I'm currently in a weight challenge with my sisters too, and then I've been dieting for like the last couple. I think it's been almost 2 months now. Yeah. So with that difference, you can tell the difference when you tend to watch what you eat and you tend to get less portions. Eventually, as the time goes on, you tend to continue that portion even though you stop um, dieting, right? Because eventually, after like 2 months, I gave up. So I've been eating good again. But I've been controlling my portion, right? So that's a good thing. Whereas, like, as long as you continue to push yourself to have that the strength, right, to eat portion enough, and then I kind of stopped because we know we're moms, right? So we tend to be the garbage can for our kids' plates, right?
Yes.
So I stopped that too, and it's just like okay, if you are done, go scrape instead of okay, just give it to me and I'll finish, right? So I stopped that. So it is a good habit to start, changing the way that you normally
Mhm.
eat or the way you normally do things, right? And it does play a toll in your play a part, not a toll, but play a part in how you stay energized or how you stay efficient throughout the day too. Because if you are gonna start your day with like no breakfast and just a cup of coffee or and water, and if you're a busy mom like Ken, and you're always on the go, then obviously you're gonna be drained before lunchtime even comes, right? And then now you're gonna have to like, oh, I have to go and cook and get lunch ready, and then by that time lunch is ready, you're gonna be like starving or shaking and stuff. So kind of have to be prepared for those moments as a busy mom and a business owner, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great tip. And I think I have a real I don't there are days like I don't really once I get over like being hungry, like first feeling hungry, then I don't feel hungry at all.
Mm.
But but I like my energy starts going down, but I don't feel hungry. So
So
I
then, how do you stay energized throughout that whole time frame until it's next meal time? Then
Well, as you can see, I already have a lot of energy to start with, so it takes a while
that's
to
true.
notice that I don't have any energy left. But my husband starts to notice when he knows that I need to eat and I'm not doing anything. So he starts
Mm.
realizing that I need to stop and eat because I don't have energy. But part of see my biggest food, I guess, my kryptonite, you would say, is
Hmm.
rice.
Yes.
Is rice, because I could have rice breakfast, lunch, and dinner all the time, and but I'm trying to change that by we get some deli meat and stuff for sandwiches, and I try to have a sandwich. So we for breakfast we have like toast, and I have sandwich for lunch, and maybe rice for dinner. Like let's try to do that. But I need to do what Kia says, take only 3 bites so that I could have a little bit of everything and then be done, because I just enjoy food. Well, like I said, there's 3 kinds of people, right? Or 2 kinds of people. There's someone those that live to eat and those that eat to live. I am the live to eat, not the eat to live. So uh so I have to refocus and do that. So yeah, it would be great. Let me we just start a challenge again, and so that will be fit when we walk the stage for our 6A, right? I wanna like in June when we go together to convention, we should all be, you know, feeling better. And I want to feel better. I want to be better. So that's why this is a good topic for me, because I want to hear what everybody else is doing so I can at least put some in there. And if everybody's kind of watching everybody, then we got a little accountability in there somewhere.
Yes, that's
So
right.
you
Yeah.
know um but so you said my go-to drink right now is water, um and also coconut water. I'm big on that coconut water, and not the sweet ones that we get from Asian stores, with the pulp inside and stuff. This is
Oh,
well, this one is sweet. It's called Harmless Harvest. So it's the pink one. It's the pink coconut water. But I like it.
yeah.
So it
Mm,
replaces my Starbucks.
yeah, I know. Me, I never really drink a lot of water, but same when I start doing this diet and I still have, drinking more tea because I love warm water. Well, I not personally like cold water because I just even summertime I still drinking temperature water or regular water, not too cold. And yeah, I drinking like everything's warm like my tea. I've been like refill like 4 or 5 different cup of tea, and it's really amazing, try. I know a lot of people, it's really hard, they don't like warm water, but tea you can make it cold, so you can drink it cold. And it's really helping you. It depends what kind of tea you have, but I have really good tea, so I love my tea. And it without my tea, oh my goodness, I just like going crazy, like, oh my goodness, I cannot drink water, because water is good, but just too plain for me. I just have like, I need like the tea, taste some like flavor that, and really amazing. So I
Well,
encourage like,
do you drink caffeinated? Sorry to interrupt you. Do you drink caffeinated tea or decaffeinated,
uh
or like just
just the organic tea.
so? Do they have caffeine? Because
No.
if I drink caffeinated tea anytime in the afternoon, I will be up all night. So
Oh.
I have this caffeine thing. I cannot have too much caffeine, or like I'm already hyper. If I have more caffeine, I get more hyper, and I can't fall asleep. You
Yeah,
know.
no, this the tea just
Okay.
organic, so just natural. Is nothing caffeine in there. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's really helping me
I
too.
do
So
love tea. I do
yeah,
love tea. I now drink Yukon tea, but yes.
yes, yeah, it's really amazing. So you got to
Yeah.
try to, well, at least I drink much water.
Mhm.
Try to managing yourself, like, or just get like okay, like my mom, like, she know, like sometimes like she had to refill the bottle water, right? She had to count like how many bottles she had to drink to, so she know how many the days she be done, like the bottle water, like when she done, she refill and she count like how many she did. So I think that's a really good idea too. But I do watching, I drinking tea, so I had the electricity heater thing. So they have like I think like 2 millimeter, and I count that I can be finished like 4 refill on those. So it's a lot of water
Mm.
for me all the day. So I
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The electric kettle. I have one
yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's about 1.7 liters per.
yeah. So I
Oh,
had the big
yeah,
one.
I do that too.
So I watched it. So it's really
That's
important to
good.
our body that we do, because before that, I just like, oh, just eat whatever I wanted. But now, you had to be love yourself. You had to be really take care of yourself, because we are and parents, right? I always say had to be self care, because you can eat anything you want, but I always tell my spouse, like, when you get sick, I don't know that my body, but I tell him, or even I tell people or myself, like, I need to cut off eating like fast food, like, burger stuff. Sometimes like he go buy like all fast food to the kids. He asked me, "Do you want anything?" I say, "No, I don't want it." But he still always buy one extra for me. But I was like, "No, I don't want," because when I say no, then I had to be cut off, because that is had to be my habit, because I just tell myself I know I can't. But even he encouraged me, just eat it, it's okay. I was like, no, I can't, like, I don't want to hurt myself, but I don't want it, because sometimes it is really hard. It's really hard to cut out your favorite meal. But sometimes I
Mhm.
just, okay, I've been, doing so good, been lately, just cut off on that, because like couple week we had seafood, right? Last year I made a really good sauce. I'm like, oh my god, those sauce has so much oil, so much butter. I just like, oh my gosh, should I go all in, or should I just cut off? I'm like, okay, just give myself at least one day that I can just go all in. Then tomorrow will be another new day. Let's get started again. So that's why I had to go all in when I made the last day with seafood. And it's so good, but I just feel bad to myself sometimes. But it's okay. When you do something, just that's how we say, when you do something, just feel for yourself, and be thankful for like what you're making, right? Sometimes I doing that, and I just say, okay, if I cheating today, tomorrow I will can be a better person. So I did that. Yeah, it's sometimes just like, oh my goodness, the sauce is too good. It's
Yes.
too good, yeah. But it is really hard. But we had to go bang. We had to go through everything. Is hard, but when after you done go through all those stuff, and you just be thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I finally did. I finally, making through all those. So yeah,
Yeah, no, when you cook something good, you want to enjoy it too, you
I
know.
do. I
Yeah,
always want
Yeah,
cooking, so I love to my food too. That's why sometimes I don't like to cook too good.
exactly.
And that I was like, okay, I just cook really plain or something that we've been had every day, or something like more healthy than my kid and my family. Just like, oh mom, like we don't like this kind of food. Like, nope, yeah, I got to eat what I make it. So they had to eat it. I like no, I don't gotta cook anything else. That's it. But yes.
Yeah,
yeah. You
no,
have to allow yourself to have cheat days for you to be able to be successful in your journey of either losing weight or being healthy too. Because we all know and that teeny tiny little cheat is always a little good a good little bump, and then as long as you get over that bump and then you get back right on track, then you can reward yourself, right? So those are little things that you also have to keep in mind when you are on these kind of journeys of you know either being healthy or trying to lose weight. Because if you are just like head on strict for yourself, then obviously when you're done with your challenge, right, you're gonna try to bounce
follow.
back, but you can't because you're like, oh no, your body is just like, why are you giving me chocolate or whatever,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So yeah, that's very true. That
Well, that
no
brings me
matter
to
how
this
good,
next question. What's your
oh,
favorite indulgence, and how do you make it healthier?
so after I had kids, I've never been. Oh, well, before I had kids, I wasn't much of a sweet tooth girl, and then after I had my third son, so I picked up a habit where every time after I have a meal, I would want something sweet, right? Which is really, really weird, but like they always say, your habits change after you have kids, and it is true. So the other day we were at Sam's, and then I was like, okay, I need to get some chocolate, and I had to stop myself, right? Because chocolate's for some reason chocolate's been my go-to thing. So I had to stop getting
Okay.
chocolate, and then every now and then my husband like, do you want chocolate? And I was like, no, I don't want chocolate. So that would be my indulgence food, and it's something that, so what I've done to replace that is by just not eating something sweet after my meal. So I would just ignore that sweet tooth, and I'll just drink water, and then hopefully I forget about it, and generally it works for me. And that's a good thing about my mindset is too, is that
Excuse
even
me.
though I'm craving that, like I will crave it for a little bit, and then I'll just drink water, and eventually that crave goes away. So I'm crossing my fingers. It's been about a week or two since I kind of got off that train. So I'm trying to continue that train where I'm not picking up that sweet chocolate. Just talking about it is making my mouth water.
Well, I can help you out. Dark chocolate is healthier for you.
Well, yes, but I don't like that bitterness, so that's why I don't.
Yeah, yes, it's a little
That's why I
bitter.
don't do. Right. Uh huh. So yeah. So I rather just stay away from chocolate altogether.
Well, what about you, Kia?
Well, I not really like sweet stuff, but cookie. Cookie is one of my favorite. All the time when I go to store, I always look at cookie. Any cookie like chocolate cookie is one of my favorite. When I yeah, and like every time when I see, I just want to eat it. It's just so good in there. And I promised to myself, okay, I only eat one and one another two, and I go to three. That was like, oh shoot, I need to stop. Go to three already. But now I just stop buy cookie because when I see cookie in the store, I just look around, and because my kid they don't like kind of hard cookie, they like soft cookie. So when I buy, I'm just the only person to eat the cookie. Or if I buy like the cookie have M&M inside, then they just only eat the M&M. Take out the M&M, eat. So everything is on me. So when I see that, like a mom, like Panya say early, like you are just like a trash, right? I don't want to waste my money for any cent in that place. And I was like, oh my god, like no one eat this cookie, gonna be expiring like another like 2 day. I had to eat it. and but no one to eat. I made my kids eat it. They don't eat, they don't like it. So no, I just kind of like don't buy any cookie, any sweet. But sometimes I need a little sweet, just like say, oh, I do 3 bite, a diet right now. um this morning I really want a chocolate because I don't have much energy. Then when I had to eat something little sweet in my body, right? Because I don't drink pop, I only drink coffee, and in the morning, get a little breakfast, and drink tea the whole day. And I need little sweet to, more me wake up, more energy. So I go take little tiny, 1 bite, a little chocolate. That's it. And my daughter, they look at me and say, "Mom, do you want more?" I was like, "No, I don't." So that's why the hard for me is cookie, because cookie is so good. So I cannot go wrong, because even Christmas time, we made the first cookie every year, and my kids, they don't
Mm.
eat. They eat when I take out the oven's warm, and are really soft. But after that, it's a little cold and hotter. Then they just don't eat. Everything just come in me. So it's really hard in the Christmas time, because I don't want to eat all of those cookie by myself, and I'm like, well, you guys should eat, because we made this cookie for Santa, right? For the holiday, let's eat it. My kids, they only eat one. That's it. And yeah, cookie is the harder for me, and it's really how unhealthy too. It's too sweet. But I my habit is, right now I cut everything on my sweet, because it's not really good. I mean, well, and that's why I start drinking pot too. So I know once a while I need to have a pop, but nowadays I look at pop, I just like, no, I don't want to look at. I just want to cut off. So when you tell yourself that, okay, there's something that you just really love and you used to love to do, right? To drink all the time, eat, and you just tell yourself like, okay, don't look at it, just go there, just pass it. If you cannot doing that, then you cannot stop pass it. Because right now, me, when I see pot or I see cookie, I just kind of like really want, but I was like, oh, it's okay, maybe sometime, I just tell myself that I just be done.
The cookie is saying, Kia, grab me. I'm expiring soon. Eat
I
me.
know, that's so
I am
good.
so
Buy me
yummy.
cookie.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Um, well, I I do love sweets. I love all those. I have them right here by my desk.
what you have.
Well, you need to move it because it's not a energizer.
Oh, it's
These are so good. Have you had one of these?
Yes.
yes.
They are coconut. I am a nut. I love nuts and coconuts.
Yeah, coconut was one
So
of my favorite mostly baby
it's
food. Yeah.
yes. I'm gonna have to actually just buy the hard coconut and then crack it up and eat the meat. Like, chew on
Mm-hmm.
that instead
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this. That is probably healthier for me than this. But
Hmm.
I mean, I still have them, so I didn't eat them all in one sitting. Every now and then, you know, when I have a craving, I will eat one. Okay, then maybe two. Then I
Well,
have
at
to
least that's
try
good
to
that you're
talk.
able to have that control,
Yeah.
because most people,
Otherwise,
they will
I
be
will.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, within arm's reach, you tend to eat more because, it's just so close.
Yes. Yes. So it's right there. I used to have almond. What is those? Um, almond rocas.
Mm.
Oh, they used to be on my desk. Then I would have one. But some of them you can't have two. You can't have just one. Just like potato chips, you can't just eat one. You gotta eat more than one. But I, again, I have how I guess I just don't eat them right. I'm trying to like that. The thing is, I do like when I'm drinking hot tea. I do like to have some sweets with it.
Mm.
Mm.
Like yes, it's kind of boring, so I have to have a sweet with it sometimes. But I do like my tea just straight out hot, and I don't like cold and add ice, sugar and stuff. I just like it hot,
Mm.
especially on Asian tea and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but I, like, do you try to eat like yogurt and all those like, you know, yogurt parfaits in the morning and stuff like that? What do you do for breakfast?
For me, I don't do breakfast, so I have a 4 hour rule where I don't eat in the mornings until like lunchtime because we're up really early because my boys are early risers. So I generally just get the boys breakfast, so they would just have either like for me because because we're Asians or we're Hmong, we tend to have rice, right? So I
Yes.
like Chong said earlier, we tend to have rice with every meal. So I've kind of broken that cycle for my boys to where in the mornings they're either getting cereal or fruits with their cereal and then their milk, or it will either be like waffles or pancakes and then eggs and sausage. So that's kind of like what our general breakfast looks like versus a full
Okay.
blown meal where we're getting eating rice and just protein and no grains. But my
Mhm.
unfortunately, I'm lucky enough to where my boys are actually a little bit of veggie lovers. So I've been
Mhm.
very thankful for that. Except for my oldest right now, he's a little bit of a up and down. So yeah.
Okay. Yes. So I think overall, like I think I think my biggest problem is my rice. And
Mm.
also, I mean, obviously I there's another culprit, and I think that no, they're saying that I shouldn't blame that culprit. But it's also because I'm over 50 years old and it's harder for my body to, you know, my metabolism is also affected, right? By the fact that I'm now 52 and my body doesn't do the things it used to do. So also, and then, as it gets worse, there's less movement, right? There's more restrictions of what my body can do. But I am, I think with this business, I have found that I need to really work on improving my health because why make a lot of money if you can't live to enjoy it, you know?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're going to make a lot of money. You want to be around to enjoy it, to use that money to live the life that you want. Your dream life, you it's no good if you can't live your dream life because your health,
Healthy.
you know. So part of
Hmm.
being healthy, part of making wealth is to have health, right? And so that's where so now I'm working on both of them together. And, you know, and I see you guys are you ladies are doing the same thing. You're dieting and, all exercising with the kids. Um, so I think that that is one of the important things. Um, so now, uh, there's right. So there's the experts are saying that, um, one a food tip for a long healthy life is that eat less processed food, more natural food, so eat more whole foods, right? Fewer chemicals and more nutrients and things like that. So basically, they're like aim to eat like real food for 80% of the time, and that's what they're talking about. You know, I don't know. I don't go to Whole Foods, but but like I think that, like I said, I think that because when I cook my own food, I buy ingredients I cook at home. That is more healthy than opening cans and eating that stuff, right? So
Hmm.
now, what's one processed food that you would for that for okay, so swap one processed food for a whole food today. So what would you like? What's a processed food that you are currently using that you need to like swap out?
Probably sausage links. Even yeah, it will probably be sausage links because it's probably better to make your own, so that's healthier and it's only one meat versus well for me, I prefer my protein to be one type of meat anyway. Like I don't eat hot dogs that are mixed with like chicken and pork. So like anything that's processed, it has to be only one type of meat versus double or triple types. So,
They have
but then yeah,
chicken and
that's probably
pork.
uh-huh. Hot dogs are mixed. The non-beef kind are mixed with either chicken and pork or whatever that they mix with. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know because I hate hot dogs.
You ate all the hot dogs or you don't like hot dogs?
I hate hot dogs. I
Oh,
don't even
okay.
like the smell of them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'll pay someone to eat it for me.
Yeah, so we've been slowly. That's probably one process where we already have stopped eating, is because nowadays you get to see those how those are made, right? So hot dog has been just in hot dogs in general, right? So not like the sausages and everything, but just hot dogs in general. We already, I've already tried to cut that out from my boys' um, menu because of the way it's processed and everything, and it's just yeah, so not as good. But then we all know that everything that if it's not homemade or home processed, then obviously there's going to be extra ingredient or something in there that it's not ideally healthy for us because we know that there's always that one ingredient that we think, oh, we don't know what it is, but if it's in there, then it's safe, right? But we don't really know that.
It's called preservatives.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All the stuff they put in there to make it last longer. You know?
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah. So hot dogs. Okay. How about you, Kia? What do you feed the kids that is a processed food that you might want to change?
Oh my goodness. Good things Panya bring the hot dog because my boy, my husband, they love hot dog. Oh my goodness. But yes, hot dog like Panya say, they mix all the meat. Or only my husband, he only like hot dog with real beef in there. Like it has so many flavor. But he only like beef. Like if I buy the cheaper hot dog, it depends what you buy. Like the expensive hot dog, yes, the more quality, the more taste better, which is like real. Yeah, he like real meat. Maybe I should cut that to hot dog, but oh my goodness, my son love hot dog. He can eat like hot dog for like nonstop. And me, I don't like hot dog. Well, I don't hate the smell like you, but I don't ever like when I'm really hungry. I just don't cannot eat with hot dog and bomb like regular people. I just can't. I don't know. I just don't have the flavor taste. And my daughter, they don't have like hot dog. Only my boy and my husband, both of them. But I had
interesting.
tried hot dog. Yeah, hot dog is the easiest cooking things.
Yes.
That's the most quicker cook. And sometimes you can microwave just like 1 minute, and the hot dog just cook already. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's the quicker for me, like a busy man. Where the kids like, "Mom, we hungry." I was like, "Oh shoot, I forgot to make it. Oh, we had hot on the fridge. Let me heat it." Or just boil for water or put the air fry for like 2 or 3 minutes. It's really yeah. I think maybe I should
Yeah.
tell my son that too because I know because he loves cheese hot dog. Like the other day, he just told me,
Yeah.
and I cannot. Well, I know that makes it a lot, but I don't even think like I should cut off the hot dog. Like Pena say, oh my goodness, think that. Yeah, and oh,
No. I would have to say hot dogs. My husband likes hot dogs. My
oh,
boys eat hot dogs. I don't. But what I do eat that my husband doesn't like is papaya salad. He doesn't like the smell,
yes,
and
I know.
he just can't eat it. So we got things that our biggest issue, I think we love each other a lot, but our biggest thing is food. Because there's certain food, I love Asian food, and my Asian food that has a lot of fish sauce and a lot of papaya salad, he can't eat it. So Yeah, so he likes things like hot dogs and stuff like that that I can't eat. So we try to work it out. Um, yes, you know, part of that's our big question when we're going out or we have a you know we are traveling is figuring out what we want to eat. That is the biggest problem.
Mm,
Mm, yes.
that would be a little hard.
It is because I can't eat a lot of American food. I can't eat fast food, hamburger, hot dogs, and that on the go.
Mm,
And and there's no rice stop on there's no fast food, Asian food, and that Panda Express is not Asian food. So I can't do that. So we have to figure out something the best like one if we need to find something that we can both agree on, it's gonna have to be like Popeye's chicken because chicken
mm,
is chicken, right? I can always get chicken. But besides that, we can't there's not much we can do to eat health to for us to agree on. So if we're gonna do a quick lunch, it's hard to find a quick place that we can have lunch.
mhm.
So, yeah,
Yes.
but we try to eat well, you know. But yeah. No, so here's um, so now my last question for everyone is, what is one food you can't live without? Mine is rice. Mine is rice. I can't live without rice. Even if I don't eat rice for a couple days, yeah, my family knows when it's been too long since I've had rice. So
Mm.
that's one thing I can't live without.
Mine would have to be greens because my husband, he loves meat, right? And I'm the opposite, where I mean, I grew up eating meat, right? But then now that I'm, I guess, older, I prefer the greens over protein, right? And I think that's probably be my heart too. Is I would rather eat greens now on a diet or just to be a little bit healthier. That would be mine. Is any type
Yeah.
of greens that are as long as it's not bitter and stuff, then I will go for it.
Okay. That's pretty
I think
healthy.
I think for me, I think I can live with everything. I had to try anything new because now I quit my rice right now. I'm good. I can eat something everything new every day. So I think I can live without whatever food that I've been eating. But papaya first, yeah, that's all the best, for me in to get out. But if but without though, I think I can leave it. I can live without any other. For me, I love to try new thing. I love to I'm making new food every day. So no rights, I think I'm okay. I can find something out to way to making work. Like now I don't eat rice anymore for the past 3 weeks, so I'm doing amazing. I think I'm okay with rice. I can smell the when you cook rice, the smell so good, but I can live without rice. And
Mm.
yeah, I think I low different like both you guys because me I think I'm okay. If better when we go travel, one time me and my husband we go somewhere with he Marines people. So there are American people. They eat really different like our Asian people, right? And my kid they just leave without rice. They just ask me like, Mom, what the first night we went there, we do camping, right? We went there, they cooking rice with chickens and turkey chicken, and that's and jasmine rice. And my kid is so happy because we go a road trip down there, and they have rice, they just love it. But after that's only one night that we had rice, and the rest day we had to eat whatever they prepare, right? Because we had to respect everyone's in the camp that we went there. And my kids asked me like, Mom, we really want rice. We use my older daughter, she really little picky. Like she's not really really picky, but she just don't like to try new thing. But my other three kids, they don't complain. They try new thing. Like my boy, he love to try new thing. I grateful for that too, you know. But my daughter is just like, oh my goodness, mom, I don't have right, I cannot like eat anything, I'm just so hungry. It's like, we have ton of food in there, just go find something to eat it, you
It's
know.
not rice.
Yeah, it's not right. She need encouragement right on that. But I told her, we in here, we had to respect each other. Just eat whatever, you know, they prepare for everyone's in here. So yeah,
Mm.
but me, I think I'm okay. I think if I try, as long as I have something to feed myself to be not die, right? Like I know I don't gonna be die. Like, oh my god, I had no food. Yes, of course, right? But as long I have something there that I will be okay. At least you know I have something to eat. And you know, at least food that I don't I'm okay. I think I can live without that. I've been born with, you know, rice. I think I can live without that. So yeah.
Well, I can't live without rice. I could live without coffee. I do just enjoy smelling coffee. I don't drink it.
Mm,
But
Mhm.
but I love smelling coffee. It wakes me up. Just the smell of coffee. But rice, I like the smell of rice and I like to eat my rice. So, it'll have to be like rice every other day or every 2 days or something like that would
mhm,
be fine with me. But I am working on cutting down my rice, so maybe portion it, Maybe I take like 3 big bites instead of or, or just one bowl instead of, you know, put it all on my plate and see, how far I could pack it, right? So I do. I think that we need to talk and see if we can, if everybody's kind of doing some type of diet, maybe we could have a challenge. You know, we could all work together. That way, we could hold each other accountable. Because again, a healthy CEO makes a better decision for their business, right? So as we are CEOs and presidents of our own business, and we are the ruling queens and kings of our family, you know, we have to be healthy for them. And so I think that that would be something that would make good sense for us to do that, to have a challenge, to work on something together and maybe have a plan, right? Maybe like put a program together, you know. I'm thinking about those work at home, working, exercise in your chair, kind of, you know, uh, things like chair yoga or something like that that we hear a lot about. Something like that, and hopefully we could get someone who knows how to teach that to kind of show and have a, you know, do show us how it is done so that we can actually try to do it at home. And if we can't do, whatever we can do would be more than what we are currently doing, which is nothing, right?
mhm,
So I
Mhm.
think that that would be really nice, something we've got to bring up at the next meeting. Um, and So I want to hear from you out there, anyone that's watching us, wherever you're watching us from, with the replay. Let us know where you're watching from and tell us, what is one food that you can't live without? Because we shared what we can't live with, right, without. So drop it in there and let's hear your answers, because uh, we again we will be it will be inspiring for us to know what everyone is, and maybe we can then support each other, um, in this journey. Like I said, if we could work something out where we could all kind of go on this journey to be healthier together, that would just improve our. It would be great for us mentally as well as physically and professionally in our business. So, with that, do any of you ladies have anything else you want to share about, um, a healthy way to, I guess, um, uh, practice for food, or something like that to share with our audience before we go?
Me just try 3 bites. Try 3 bites. See it work for you, because I and start doing that, and I feel it's more better for me, because my daughter watching me too. So you remind your kids, or remind yourself. Okay, 3 bite. You still want more, but you just like you. My daughter just like, Ma, you already had three. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, stop. Then yes, try 3 bite for every stuff that you eat. Even that's why my girlfriend, she told me like, yeah, even she drink coffee. Her daughter get her Starbucks coffee, and it's good coffee, right? Expensive coffee too, but she only drink 3 set, and she does throw away. At the first time, she just felt like you wasted your money, right? But she know that that's the habit that she been doing, and she still doing it, and she been doing it a long time, and that's helping her. So that's why she shared to me. I'm like, oh my goodness, I never thought about that too. And she's like, yeah, try it. And at the first time, really hard, but after you do it, you keep doing, then you have the habit to try on. So that's where so I am trying right now. So I feel it's working for me. It's hard sometimes. I ain't just like Panya said early. I ain't the trustful mom. Like I don't want to waste my food. I eat all the time. My kids leftover, but no, I just like just throw away. I don't care anymore. Yeah, try
Right.
that. We'll see how it work for you, and put yourself really do something that you love about yourself too.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so my last point is, I don't remember where I saw it and where I read it, but it says that you should stop eating when you're 80% full.
Mm-hmm.
So when you eat and you feel that you're like 80% full, you should stop. Because the other 20% is already inside you. It takes time for you to fill that other 20%. So that's my thing for my um, little, I guess, tip for the day. And I want to just thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, ladies, for coming in and talking about this really, really important topic. And it's all, you have small kids, so it is important for them to, um, you know, understand food early on, right? Um, and then also to have a healthy relationship with food. It's I don't want to say it's because of that or anything. I mean, all obviously, we, I was in the refugee camp for about 5 years, and obviously that is a has a little bit to play with how we see food, because when you don't have enough, you don't have enough, right? And and then also doesn't help when you have like 13, 14 people living in one house and everybody's trying to eat food. You're going to make sure there's enough for everyone, but then you also want to make sure that you eat before it runs out, right? So yeah, you learn to eat, take bigger bites and eat faster, and right.
Nice.
So these are certain things that you kind of pick up subconsciously. You just do that, and again, it becomes a new mindset, right? So now you have to retrain your mind, and I'm going to take all of your inputs here, and I'm going to try to follow those, because I'm still gonna train my mind, because my mind was trained a long time ago when I lived in a house full of like a two-bedroom house, one bathroom with 13 people. And that means that there we had about 8 adults and 5 kids in this one apartment. So we had to you had to learn how to eat fast. You had to learn how to eat a lot so that you have enough to eat. And you have to learn to shower outside, wash your hair outside, because someone might be in the bathroom. So these are things that you have to learn. And now we are beyond that. Now I have like, you know, almost a bathroom for every person in my house today, now, versus, everybody lining up for an hour to get to the bathroom because somebody's showering or needed, to use it, right? So, um, so things like food, that is a mindset, and wealth, it's also a mindset, but you have to work on it. And I am thank you for your tips because I'm going to take those on and work on it. And so again, thank you everyone for tuning in to Chong's Choo Choo to Success. We'll see you at the next stop. Goodbye for now.
Bye, Shinjiro.
Bye.